Howdy, howdy, howdy. My name is Anacha Sasuke, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. As a heads up, this episode I'm playing it with mouse and keyboard because my controller is being a butt, so I'm not sure if it's in my best, interest to use that right now. So in the last episode, our little dude here, whose name I've already forgotten, found a dead body in the dumpster. Or at least an arm. I don't know if, I assume it was a dead body, but it was at least an arm. And now something sinister has happened because Granny has to go. Granny, who I assume has some form of magic. Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Rand's brow furrowed.
Da-da-da.
She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I'm still not 100% sure if I should give them voices, but there's like long stretches of silence if I don't. I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in the house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing! You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca, that's his name, Luca. You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Right, because I turned on the sink and then, didn't know that opening and closing things was a thing and I got an achievement for it. Well, that was strange. Okay, I do walk around with Wazda. The mouse doesn't seem to do anything. Sorry, I'm easily amused. Would you have yelled at me if I left the sink? Well, maybe I should just leave both of them on. Nah. Does it mean I'm also not allowed to go in the backyard? Oh, I can jump. Does that mean I can actually jump on the bed today? Just chilling.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Okay. Is that coming from upstairs? All I did was sit on a chair. Why is there a radio in the chair? Hello? Is anyone there? Is it coming from Grandma's room? Or is it coming from my room? Or does that have something to do with my missing mom? Hello? Rolo, is that you? I don't think it's Rolo. Over? Strange. The next time I can go outside, I gotta go look into the strange fishing. See what I catch. I don't like the sound of that. Who's at my house? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Oh. Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
I think he was on the homepage, so he should still be alive. Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything he said?
Mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo? Where are you? Check the library for Rolo. I assume you don't mean my library, but Grandma told me not to leave the house. Well, broke the rules. Ooh. I don't think this is... Oh. I don't think this is going to take me to the library. Nope, this took me to grave. Is it going to just make Rollo be dead because I didn't have any other choices? Do I have to go all the way back and pick Strange?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Okay. This way it is then. Who are you? Hey, Bert! Have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up a lot of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him it was fine. I'll wait right here till he gets back. This is no time for cool. Sleepy man. Clipboard man, I don't think I need to talk to you, clipboard man. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy says she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. There she is. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for a couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That'd be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. So, am I supposed to follow them? Because I don't even know where the library is. Last Chance Diner. Up at Dawn Newsstand. Well, wherever the library is, it ain't there. Is it this way? Museum. Buds and bulbs. No touching. That is a big watermelon. But none of y'all are helping me find the library. I probably could talk to y'all, but right now the priority is finding Friendo. The Beacon is not the library. There it is! Right next to the Creepy Man drugstore. Penguin?
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato!
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem! Oh, he's small! Hey, Luca, you snuck up on me! Good book? I don't know, just started it.
Gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet? So, now it's on to the wonderful world of bees! Turns out, bees are pretty cool! For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? I did know that last one. Also, I just learned how to fight, I guess. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Alright, well, he's not here. New additions.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. I probably should be talking to people to get more things to try. Hey, Jace. Hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Ooh. Roger that, Space Cadet. Okay, time to find missing tiger, friendo. You weren't here before. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, hey. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yeah, not by choice.
Moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections.
Alright, you the person who was on the front page.
She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night? So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does this sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up! What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yeah, well, technically it landed on heads, leave this kid to find his friend alone, but I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Oh, those are deadly last words. No, famous last words. The last time I said something like that, referencing a YouTube video I filmed, fell on my ass with my DS in my pocket. Who are you? Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. You think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature would confuse their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, will you? Of course! We should probably go check the place where, like... Oh, they fixed it. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Oh, wait a minute. There's something back there.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid.
Liquid?
The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science! And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
That is both a good and a bad sign.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool!
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Less cool.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Who the heck are y'all? Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Ah, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Well, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. The name's Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just as once on account of you being new around here. Why'd you hang out with this dud? Who do you think you are, Malfoy? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Haha, well look who's grown a backbone out of the girls around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take any more and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Ooh. Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? You some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
Sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah! Bam! Oh no!
His clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Oh no! You jerk! My clothes are ruined! I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle. I don't feel so good. Hell? I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit! Yup. What are your thoughts? That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
At the warehouse, this strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Oh, I can't cross the ooze because it turns people into monsters. Who the heck are you? Oh. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turnaround in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I want to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. I don't like that guy.
Rollo was safe.
But...
A relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
Oh. So we're not gonna, like, address turning Iggy into a monster?
Our harvest awaits.
That sounds terrifying.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Did the Iggy thing cause a zombie apocalypse? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Gran? Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. On your face?
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee.
This is weirdly ominous.
Struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over.
What?
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back.
Is this the way it's going to let me know that I messed up?
"Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go."
Did something happen?
Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He
Did his
watched
dad
the
shatter?
icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
There's that radio again. He was tucked in, but there's no Granny.
To focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo? That doesn't seem to be Rollo.
He could hear Rollo amongst the
Oh.
noise.
Luca! Rollo was like... I don't remember what voice Rollo had. Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen! I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
His voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was... Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kurt, no. Trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
Went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Did they take his grandma? Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
His voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
The signal died for good.
What was he starting to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna of the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a
The
genius.
walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
What about your grandmother? I don't know where the treehouse is from here. I forget.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching.
That's not good.
He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Granny? So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We wouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Ah! Hey, Luca! Ah! Don, you scared me! How long have you been there? Just a few minutes. That is adorable noises for her voice. I guess I should have spoke to her. Time! They do seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. I will. Aren't you coming out? That slow, ominous descent, though. Am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way. Maybe it's this way? Time to go fishing with the other weird stuff. And, like, not freeze. So I think we used pull. I guess we used tickle. Let's try struggle.
Placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Yeet! Come on. Let's see what we got. Come on. What did the struggle give? Or is the line with a snap? Look, father, I caught a nut! Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Okay. I think I've already used tickle, so I think I've already used all of these. Oh, not that one.
Luca gently baited for skimming.
Nah, I'm leaving. Good for skimming the surface. To the treehouse! Anybody else want to be spooky? There we go. Hook the walkie-talkie up to the radio in the treehouse. As the music gets weird. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? What the heck? Who's there?
Could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
As a muffled voice began.
Oh, it's Iggy. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
To Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
For a moment, trying to place the dampened voice, the figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster! And now they hunt me like the beast I am! Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Oh shit. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Oh, that did the shave and the haircut 2 bits. Crap, they found me! Luca, what's happening? Don't panic! You stay here and I'll see what they want. Holy crap! Hello, Mr. Van Horn! We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there! Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you're right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
I don't think this is going to work the way you want it to.
Control defense cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
I knew it! Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away! Just leave me alone! Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help?! Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty big honking question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie! That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep!
His smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca, the only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
The only option... Fight!
Luca drew
Pew,
his
pew,
bow
pew, 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 pew.
decided to take the only option they had left.
Fight.
He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Isn't it just a plunger? It looks like it's just a plunger. Hey, Mr. Kerr!
Summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey! That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
And this...
Nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Ah!
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
How was I supposed to know that strange was going to lead to this?
Let's put a pin in this for now.
Ugh! Okay, so, I guess I gotta try tickle. Time to bust out the tickles!
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it!
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter. She doubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Picked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Whoa! What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
The ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy.
It has a completely different chapter name now. Or is it Honesty is the Best Policy?
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
That. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
Point of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body, and so we rambled, we got split up, and I ran home, and it's all my fault, and now my best friend ain't ever come back. Wow. Just... wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Yourself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I wanna help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around, I have to do something.
Tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse in case Rollo shows up. Okay, so as long as it doesn't, like, I hope Beck is okay. We literally just met her, and then she got gooped. Oh! Don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What? Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows this woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. What's happening with the music right now? Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost! Someone took him, I know it! How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a... shame lurking behind those eyes.
Lurking behind those eyes.
You know something?
Sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. Were you the guy in the hazmat suit? No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to... I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
Firm shove. Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
Shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
How far back do I have to...
No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
How far back do I have to go? Okay, I didn't try struggle with the... Oh, I have struggle all the way back there now. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine.
Okay, so, let's see, last save just now. I think, if ever there was a good stopping point, it's having a whole new Chapter 3. So, I'm going to stop this episode here, and the next one we're going to see whether or not everything is actually fine. All of that happening implies that either those the two people and his grandma are in on the bad, or they're in on the good and they're trying to stop something, and maybe his mom went missing because he knew too much, and maybe the only reason that Mr. Nuncreed was showing an interest in the grandma is because he knew that she was not on his side. I don't know, man, but this is getting wild. Jeez. I gotta talk to more people, investigate more things, I need to find more options. Oh, jeez, holy crap. This has been Anachi Sasuke. This was episode 2 of Let's Play Beacon Pines. If you liked it, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you need to do either one of those things. If you want to click the bell, you can do that as well so you're notified of future uploads, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.